Howdy folks, welcome to episode 8. Today we're going to try and see if we can redo this track here a little bit. And we're going to come up to basically here and then turn as much as we can reasonably and then see if we can get it to do a little bit better. We'll try it out, and then I think we'll probably make another cordwood run because we do need more. I think we need more cordwood to match the amount of coal that we brought, or oil, not coal or oil, the whatchamacallit. Okay, so it looks like our end of our line is right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one of these. And the reason we're doing this one is just so we can tell the difference between what we're doing here. And this is going to go the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're going to go like this again. We're going to try this again. And yeah, we'll set up like this so that we can tell which one to delete. And then we're going to go up to here. I think we need to change our, yeah, we need to change our distance anyway. Okay, so if we go up to like right there. See, I'm thinking if we go a little bit closer and then start turning earlier. If we go a little bit closer, we can even start, yeah, we can start turning a little bit earlier. Why don't we do that? We're going to go like this, and then we're going to start turning like this as much as we can, right? Start turning to some reasonable degree. Let's see what we've got as far as staying off of, yeah, see? We should be able to turn a little bit, maybe even turn a little bit. Why did it suddenly decide it's going to do that thing? It suddenly decided it's just going to loop. That's ridiculous. Okay. I think we want to even start turning a little bit earlier then, if we're going to do that, right? So let's demolish this rail here. We're going to try this again, and I think what we'll do is instead of hooking onto this, I don't think I turned my player settings up. Let's do this too. Cheats. Enable sprint. There we go. Okay. Now it should go. Yeah, it's much better. Okay. All right, so we're going to start back here. And we're going to do this track. I don't know why it insists on going this way. That's weird. Why it insists on trying to go that way again. Okay, so we're going to start our track back this way. And let's see if we can get it fairly... Where was our... I think it was right there, yeah. So we can get it like this, right? And then we can have that coming out this way, and basically we want it crossing this line like this, right? So let's take a look backwards so we can see where this is going to end up. And I'm kind of torn between, do I want to be realistic about not putting this over top of the other thing or what? I think this is even a little bit higher than the other one. But yeah, if we do this, see, we're still at this point where this is going to drop on here. Whoops. Watch, it should drop right on the tracks. And then we're already set up. See? So we should be able to get our car there. And then we're already set up to go up the hill. So let's try going like this. And then we need to get up to here, it looks like. See, that looks, I think that was the lowest point. I think that's what we did, is we found like the lowest point. And that's only what? Incline 6%. Okay. Is that what we had before? Did we have, I think we had to go up to like 8% or something like that, didn't we? But yeah, if we go like, see, if we keep going this way, we do need to kind of weasel around that. So I think we should just attach it, because we already found the best attachment point here. Where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, that's pretty different, I think. Yeah, that looks like it. That looks like it's not nearly as steep. See, this one goes shallow here and then steep up there. This one maintains a more even course. Okay, so let's get rid of this one and this one. And then I think what we'll do is we'll lay another piece of track here. Let's get rid of this one too, because we're not going to need that one anymore. So I think we'll put, yeah, we'll put our other track here first, and then we can delete the other type. So we'll go like this, and we're going to go up this hill so that we match, just barely match the hill, right? I mean, we could probably even curve around this way in order to not go uphill so much, right? Yeah. 0%. What if we do that? We can just go around this corner, right? That's cool. Let's do that. That way we're not fighting our way up a hill. Okay. Cool. And then we'll just need to clear out a couple of these. Is there more? Yeah, there's... I mean, there's that one that's like the end of the line. Let's put an end of the line here, too. Bumper. It's weird where it wants to hook up. It's always weird about wanting to hook up on... Did you see the link right there? Where's that? Did you see where the link was? It was way over there. Okay, that's hilarious. All right. There. There's our bumper. And then we can take this one out and replace it with the other kind. Do we want to do that? I mean, this almost looks a little bit better with this little stone wall coming up here. I don't know. It's hard to decide. Let's go like this. Let's try the 3-foot rail here. Let's see how it looks. Is it the same? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. The tracks are pretty much in the same spot. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to demolish rails. We're going to demolish this one. Perfect. Okay. And then we should be able to bring our... Here, we need to demolish this one too. I didn't realize we had a... I didn't even notice that. Okay. And then that should be the rest of our way up. And I think that's about as... Yeah, that's about as reasonable as we're going to get. I don't know. The other thing is maybe starting from here, going straight to there. Let's see what happens if we do that. Let's just try it out. And that is right over here somewhere. There it is. What happens if we do that? Is that the same? Yeah, that's the same piece. Okay. Demolish rails. As you can see here, it's all the same. Okay. All right, so what we need to do is we need to bring our train over and get more cordwood and bring it back. So let's go do that. And we're going to go onto the map here. Is there still a... No, there's not a segment there. It's just still on the map. It hasn't updated yet. Okay. So we're going to go back here, teleport here, see if we can put some more fuel in Barnsey here. If we can, yeah. There we go. All right, and then do we have... I think we have everything we need for that. Do we have switches that we need to flip or anything? I don't think we do. Okay, yeah, it seems like the whatchamacallit is working pretty well too. Clicking on that thing. There we go. Yeah, it seems like clicking on that spot up front seems to work a lot better. Let's see if we run into any problems with that. Now see, this is where I was running into a lot of friction, so I don't know if there's just a little bit of a slope there or what. We seem to be coasting fine now. And I need to look at the map and see where we're at. We'll get a little bit more steam going here. See, it seems like it's just chugging really hard for what it's getting out of there. I know it's not at full boiler pressure, but that's not what I mean. The cat's knocking over everything on my desk. Okay. Let's check out the map here, and let's see. We have that switch, we're fine. We go up there, we're fine past that. We don't have to run into that. We got all this stuff. Yep, okay, we're good all the way back there. I'm not sure if that is going to be a problem, that thing. It almost seems like it wants to be, doesn't it? The piece of track that's still over there. Let's let this coast. I think we did this last time too. This looks like it needs to, the tree needs to go away too. The tree's a little close there. Okay, we can turn off the bell. That's the crossing the bridge whistle? Is that is that a thing? Alright. Yeah, because it looks like... Did I actually leave a piece and it's like underneath there? I mean, that's possible. It's totally possible that I did something like that. Okay. Our temperature's up, so we should be good now. Let's see if we can bring this around. Is it getting to be... Are we going to hit nighttime? No, I think we'll make it there just about when it gets dark, won't we? It seems like that's about how long it's going to take to get there. And then we'll see how our new Cordwood run works. I'm kind of thinking... Do we have enough? No, we brought all the iron down anyway. Okay, never mind. Is there anything else we need to do? Are there other cars that need to come down with that when we go down this hill this time? Because don't we have 6 cars up there now? Let's get around this corner first. We'll check it out when we get up there, but I think we have 3 extra cars that need to go back, like the wood cars or whatever. I think those need to come back down the hill anyway, so I think we'll do that. We'll hook Betsy to them. There we go. There we go. All right. I think we're going to hook up Betsy to those and then bring Betsy down the hill too, just so that she's closer. So we'll figure out how we need to shunt, what shunting we need to do in order to get that, and we'll basically use that whole train as dead weight. We'll use Barnesy to pull everything down the hill. And or brakes, you know what I mean. The other thing will all just be coasting Betsy in the 3 cars, if that's what we got. Is that like Goldilocks in the 3 bears? Betsy in the 3 cars? Betsy locks? I think we've got it all. I think we've... Yeah, okay. We're going to have to do this... I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I'm going to have to do some math here to figure this out. Okay, so we want these 3 and that one. So how do we get these 3 out of the middle? What if we pull this one all the way back, leave these on the track, and pull... Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to get Betsy out there. Right? So we need to bring these 3 out that way, and then attach them to the front of this, right? And then we need to... The trick is getting these back on the track after Betsy's already out. Right? What if we pull those and then take Betsy up here onto this track with the cars behind her? Yeah, I'm not it's not making sense to me yet. Let me sit down and think about this for a second, because I can't do it while I'm talking. So, yeah, let me figure this out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I got it here. So we'll just do this sequence and we'll see. It only took me a few seconds. We'll do this sequence and we'll see if we can get it to happen. So we're going to go like this. And, oh, you know what I need to do first is I need to put a pin on the back of this. We're going to hook those 3 wood cars up to the back of this. And then pull it out, pull the whole thing out, including Betsy. There we go. I was going to say, is it suddenly going to not cooperate? All right. We're going to go like this. We're going to get all this past the switch. We're going to bring everything past the switch and then switch the switch. and then come back up and put everything on one thingy. So we're going to flip that switch, and then we're going to come back. Spend too much time on the whistle and the train gets away from you. It should be able to come up with only 2% because it should be on a level here. There we go. Let's see. Whoops. A little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to connect this. Whoops. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That should be connected now. We do have a link in there. Okay. I said Lincoln again. All right. And then we're going to turn off Betsy's brake, right? And then do we need to put any steam in? I don't think we need to put any steam in Betsy. Betsy's not going to need to go that far. That she needs more steam in there. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to pull this the entire thing forward. And then Betsy's going to pull up here by herself. We're going to disconnect. And Betsy's going to pull up there by herself. Now, that's assuming we can actually stop this thing from rolling down the hill. Right? I mean, that's the biggest trick here. Assuming we can get this part way down this hill without it just sliding all the way down. We might need to put some steam on Betsy in order to get it up there. We'll see. Alright. See, it's starting to gain its own momentum here quickly. Let's see what we can do with the brakes. We don't want it to go too fast. And we can see it on the thing up there when Betsy is past the switch. Yeah, okay. Reverser. There we go. Okay, so we want to flip this switch. Really? Come on. Alright, well, we're going to have to... I'll meet you back here in a second. I knew I should have saved it. Alright, we are back to where we left off. It wasn't too bad. So I've got the mod turned off right now so that we can just do this. And we'll see if we can get it all to happen here. So we should be able to do this. I'm going to save here in a second too. So that, yeah. So that we don't lose our part. It is, the autosave is on 5 minutes, so it's not too bad, but yeah. So we want to leave Betsy on the other side of this switch. That's what we want to do. And then we're going to pull those other back and put them back on the siding. And then we'll have Betsy. That should be good. Brake. Alright. And I have a cat walking in front of me. This is painful with the slow whatchamacallit. Okay, so we're going to put Betsy's brake on. We're going to take off that. We're going to come back here and then put these on the siding, and then we'll just hook Betsy up to the back of that. That's how we do it. So we're going to go forward. There we go. And we're going to come forward until we hit that. Till this is clear of, the back car is clear of that, of the switch. We should be able to handle it with the brakes. It was able to handle it with Betsy in addition to this. So, there we go. Alright. Get it to stop. Okay. Go like this. We're going to flip the switch again. And we're going to put these three on the thing. Honestly, I think this is the longest I've ever played without the mod on, so I don't know if it's crashy at all without it. It's still better playing with it though. That, yeah, never mind. All right. Yeah, it's still better with the mod than without, even if the crashes happen. Even if that's like the sole cause of the crashes, it's still better. Gameplay is still better. Not taking an hour to walk back and forth. Alright. So. That should be good. And then we just set the brakes on this. There we go. And take off the pin. Now we have a pin on this, on Betsy. So once we take this back, we're going to need to make sure that we don't have a pin on this one. Let's do that and see. I mean, it's not going to. Logically, it shouldn't be able to pull on this car. You know what I mean? The link should stay attached to that car. But it doesn't do physics to determine that. So, yeah, I'm not sure whether it just prioritizes the lower numbered car or what. Whoops. Forward. There we go. I like how I'm lighting up the inside of the cab with my light, though. That's pretty special. Alright. And then we should be able to hit the brakes here a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And let's go back here and make sure that we've got the right setup. I mean, we can even bring... Whoops. See, that's what we didn't want. Okay. We can bring Betsy back instead of doing it the other way. How about that? That seems like it might be a little bit easier. So let's go like this. Let's go and reverse her. There we go. That should do it. Alright. And then we'll just attach this when Betsy rams into us. We should be good to go. Look at that. Alright, and then Betsy's brake is off completely, right? Brake is off. Okay, all that stuff is good. Cool. So, did I just... I didn't click anything, did I? Okay. I just left clicked as if that was going to, or right clicked, I mean, as if that was going to turn off my thing. We're going to save here. So we're going to save 8A, 8A, 8 alpha, episode 8A. There we go. So that way we don't have to redo all the shunting and everything if it does crash. All right. I don't have to worry about where the save point is. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, we probably need to put a little... There we go. There we go. All right. We need some brakes here. We just don't want to be going full speed down all these corners. There we go. Give it some brakes. And we're going to hit a level here soon. Whoops. Let's go like this so we can hear it. Are we still going downhill? Yeah, we are. Okay. Oh, there's the bridge way up there. I'm always a couple corners ahead of where we actually are. I'm always thinking we're way farther along. There's like 6 corners on that, and I think there's 2. So I'm not sure why either. Alright, I think it's this one right before here where it levels off. Let's see. Is it that? There we go. I know this one is leveled off. Oh, it does level. You can see it level right there. Okay. Are we speeding up or slowing down? Yeah. Whoops. We're still going way downhill way too much. Oh man, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. This is gonna break. I know it's gonna fall off the track here. It's gonna fall off the track. And the sun is going nuts. We do have the... Oh man. I wish we had the speedometer because I'm sure we're going way over the 22 or whatever that this thing is rated for. There we go. There we go. Okay. We survived. Alright. Let's go like this. That's where you need the grade signs. You do need grade signs on there so you can tell where your grade begins and ends and everything, because you can't see it on here. You probably, I'm sure you would feel it if you were in a train, but I don't know, 1%. I'm not sure that you would notice the difference between a 0 and 0.5% or whatever. Not really sure that that would be palpable. All right. But we're on level ground now, so we can speed up. There we go. There's our cruising speed. Much better. So then we get to the bottom, we can drop Betsy off on the one siding. And then Betsy can go the other way after we get down the hill. Or whenever we need Betsy again. Whichever way. Yep, I still gotta add the trees in. Yeah, it does look a little ridiculous. I think I need to get that. I think I need to get that change done on the editor. It's easier if you do that if you do programming in chunks instead of trying to do 5 minutes programming at a time, because it takes like a while to get it all loaded up into your brain and go, oh, yeah, this is what this one does, this is what that does. You got to load up all the code and have the right context for what you want to even change. Okay. And I think... yeah. There we go. I think there's a slight downhill here, but not much of one. So we'll just let it go past this. And then we can put Betsy to the far right. So we need to get past the thing first anyway. Before we actually flip the switch. We do need to get past the switch before we can flip it. And there we go. Okay. Alright, so what we can do here is let's put some more fuel in this. There we go. Alright. And then we're going to take that pin out. And we're going to make sure her brakes are on. There we go. And then we're going to flip this switch and this switch. And so we're going to put her... You know what? We could go back up this way instead of having to do all that. Yeah, let's do that. We're not going to flip that switch. We're going to go up there with Betsy. Okay, so brake is off. Regulator forward. Or I mean, reverser. That too. There we go. Right. Oh, yeah, we're well past it. Okay. There we go. Okay. So Betsy can sit there while we do our stuff, and then Betsy can go back that way, past the switch. So we're gonna have to let her drop anyway in a second here, but man, that is painfully slow. And that other one is going okay. That one's going the right way. All right, we are good here, and I think last time we did it, we were fine with just the engine. I think we were fine with just the brakes on the engine. No, I think we did set brakes on 2 of the cars, didn't we? Okay, let's do that then. Let's go set the brakes on 2 of these cars. That's what we did, yeah. And then we used the reverser to get it over the hill and stuff. Oh, you know what I didn't check? I didn't check if we still have that other track there. But we'll see. I think it's well underneath it anyway. We would have noticed it sticking out, right? Then once we get over this hill, we're going to switch the reverser to be uphill, to be forward. There we go. Just in case we need it. Yeah, see, we don't have another piece of track underneath that. There we go. I think we even had to let the brakes off to get past this. Oh, that's much better, though. That's a much smoother corner. Okay. There we go. All right, so we're going to go this way. We're going to let the first car pass there. We're going to get the first car up there first. Right? If we can. Not sure why it takes 8... Oh, because we have the brakes on, that's why. I forgot we still have the brakes on those 2 cars. A little bit more. 2 little chugs. Okay, so... Alright, so we're going to do this, and this, and this. Let's see how that works. Can we fit 2 on each of these? Is that what it was? Yeah, it was 2. Okay. The middle one is the one that's tough to get. Tough to get that middle one set up. Alright, so we're going to come forward. Alright, let's see if that'll do it. Where it's going to drop this. Yeah, it's... I don't know where the hitbox is for these when they tries to drop them. Oh, good. Okay. There we go. Then we can pull the last one up there. That's perfect. Alright. I mean, depending on your definition of perfect, right? Alright. So let's... Did I... Oh, I must have hit F instead of V. That's why. Okay. Alright. Forward. There we go. You should be good. I hope it doesn't roll down the hill again. Nope, it's not going to roll downhill. Good. Cool, and that should be not close enough to get the other one in there too. There we go. All right. So that should be good. We got... All right, so we just need to get this up onto here, onto the flat spot, and then stop. See, it's even accelerating up the hill. I think this is the steepest part, though. But we can get a running start because now we're not hitting that super sharp curve, so we can get more of a running start and not have to worry about it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to stop this one. We just need to get before that switch. Is all we need to do. We need to get it before we hit the fall here. So we'll let it coast a little bit more so we don't have to walk back and forth. We still have to walk either way. It's whether we walk at the beginning or the end, isn't it? Alright. It's a good spot for that. We're going to come up here and let Betsy coast down the hill. There we go. Nope, that thing. There we go. There we go, okay. And that'll hit the switch for us. It'll spring switch on us. And then we just need to get this far enough back that we have room to pull the other one out and then flip the switch still. It's 1 car length, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, cool. That should be sufficient. Alright. Let's go this way. We're going to flip this one for the fun of it. Man, that is just so painfully slow. Alright, I don't even walk that slow in the grocery store. Okay. Let's go like this. And then we're going to have to... I'm still going to have to add the cordwood. The other cordwood, because if you recall... we missed 3 of them. We didn't get a good bounce on them. So we have to find the right spot to drop them off. Alright. Brakes. Flip the switch. Okay. And we're going to save again. And this is 8B. 8B. You can do it. Episode 8B. Should do 8-2, and then after that 8, comma III, Roman numeral 3, right? Okay. All right, we do have our switches set. All right, we should be good to go all the way out. All the other switches are set up, so. And we honestly don't even need to touch any controls until we get past the iron mine, right? Because this is all uphill, so we're not going to overspeed on the flat or the uphill. It would be kind of interesting if they made it so that it could overspeed itself instead of stopping because the engine doesn't have enough power to make it go too fast. I don't know how many of them are capable of that or not, but yeah. I'm guessing given the amount of stuff they were made to pull, that yeah, if you didn't have them fully loaded, that they would still be capable of going super duper ridiculously fast, and faster than the rails can handle. Fast enough to fall off. Alright. And how did they discover that value? How did they discover what speed that was in the 1800s? It's not like they ran a simulator. I'm sure they could probably get a fairly decent guess with some engineering stuff, but I mean, there's so many little variables of, you know, how much force each individual stake can take, and how well the ties are, how much friction they have against the ground, and that changes with every single one of them. So I mean, that would be probably a pretty crazy calculation trying to do that. If you try to calculate all the variables, you probably just have to do some testing and see how fast can it go till it starts falling off the rails. I mean, that was pretty much how they discovered things back when. Oh, well, when people die, then we know we don't do that anymore. Mostly. Probably. As much. We do it less often when, you know, maybe. Unless there's profit in it. Alright. And then we have like 17 more curves. Is that it right there? No, that's just our bridge. Yeah, see, that's 2 curves. 2 more curves just to our bridge. Let alone to the top of the hill, because the bridge is only like halfway up there, right? Yeah, there's the. It's right there. You can see it right there. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a hill. We're going uphill. Okay. That'd be really nice to have those. I'm hoping they do a sign update. They did some August update where they're like, we're going to some games convention or whatever, and that was their thing. Instead of having an actual update, it was, hey, we'll see you at whatever stupid game convention. I went to E3 3 times, and the first time it was cool because I was, you know, nerding out on it and stuff like that, and had never been to it. The second and third time it was like it was 97, 99, and 01, and like by 01 it was like, it was so bad. It was just a bunch of booth babes and a bunch of crap. It was like hardly it really wasn't worth going. It was basically, I went to visit my friend and we went to E3 together, but you know, not being able to hang out with a friend or something like that, it would have sucked so bad. It's just a bunch of marketing crap. Alright. Anyway. Not sure how we got on that topic. Oh, because they said they were going to some, yeah, gaming. So yeah, our update is that we didn't make an update. I didn't even go and look at the comments on that one, because I'm sure that was probably the most toxic thread so far. And they reopened the speaking of toxicity, they reopened the Discord or whatever. They made another Discord, whatever it was. But yeah, speaking of toxic. Alright, I need to make sure that this switch is flipped, because I think maybe... No, we took Betsy. Okay. We'll have to double check when it gets in the visual range. But yeah. We did go straight. Yep, it's straight up and down. Okay, good. Yep, we're good. Everything's fine. See, this is where we could have doubled up and brought some stuff up. You bring the wood up and you drop that off, and then you fill up the coal, and then you bring the coal down. Is how you do that. Since it's all in a line, right? Just make it so you've got a huge circuit around the whole thing in order. Alright, so we're going to do forward. There we go. We're going to try 30%. %, really? Huh. Yep, we want to go slow, a little slow around this corner, so I'm fine with that. There we go. Alright, we're going to let it coast. There we go. We try this 16% again if we can. And then I think we're only a couple more little shots here and then we're good. Yeah, it really seems like the brakes hit a lot harder. They're not a linear curve where 50% is half of the brakes, half as much braking power is 100%. It seems like maybe 15-20% is about half as much power. It's one of those curves where it goes up like this and then like that. Right? Alright. There we go. Then we should be level the rest of the way there. We made it on one chunk of logs too. Oh, and I got there's some cordwood. You're gonna like it. There's some cordwood over by where I run. There was F1 tornado went through the woods and just tore a bunch of trees down and everything. So I'll put that on the outro. So when this episode's over, watch the outro. You can see the cordwood, and I think I got some pictures of the destroyed trail. Trees all across the trail everywhere and stuff. But yeah, it was like 90 mile an hour, I think. I think it was the lowest thing that's still considered a tornado, but yeah, it did some damage. It definitely did some damage, and there were a lot of people without power and all that stuff. And so they go through, when that happens, they go through and they chop up all the pieces that were knocked, all the trees that were knocked down and everything. They take those and they cut them up and bring them out. I'm not sure what they use them for, if they use them for paper or what. But yeah, they do take those instead of just letting them rot in the woods. Well, especially the ones that go across the trails. They do clear off the trails so you can still walk on them. But anyway, yeah, I'll put some pictures of that on the outro here. So stay tuned for that. But let's see if we can get these to actually bounce the right way here. I think it was the ones on the very back. The ones on the very back were the ones that we got to work. So let's try this. One. Nope. Not at all. Not even close on that one. Okay, let's try this one. Because we should have 12 by the time all is said and done. Nope. Apparently it's the front ones, isn't it? Yeah, it's the ones that are closer. Okay, that would be what it was. Okay, so we need to have 12 on there total. We'll see if it uses up any of these. Does it really need... there it goes. Okay, so it uses 4 at a time. Alright, so it uses 4, so we'll have 3 groups of whatever it is that's over here now. Oh man, this is so painful. We're gonna have 3 groups of that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna set up to pick these up. So that's gonna be it for episode 8. 2 raw iron and 4 rails. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be it for episode 8. Join me in episode 9. We'll get this completed and bring whatever it is through. I don't think we need new cars for those either. That's just the ones that we brought all the way down the hill. But yeah, join me in episode 9. We'll get that set up and we'll see you then. Later.